so clear how much you've carried everything with you, but also have learned so much from it. Because I don't think anyone would describe you now as anything less than just a surefire, confident keeper. But you're not just a leader on your team. It seems like you're a leader like for all of women's sports right now. Just that moment, how much it affected everyone. And I think King and I were just talking about this. Very similar to how Sarah Fuller was just in all of the news when she kicked. And I know you obviously played a little bit of football in high school. Just wondering what it's like for you to be a role model for so many people.
Yeah, well, first of all, it's an honor. I wasn't expecting it, because not to say I'm controversial, because I don't actually think I am, but that moment certainly came off as a very controversial moment. And it was like, okay, you either love her or you hate her. And I mean, you can ask Sierra on my team. She had to play against me all the time in club soccer. She's like, I hate playing against you. And so I've always been one of those players that's like, oh, I'm fun when I'm on your team, but you hate playing against me. And that kind of came out in that final moment when it kind of, I guess, like not really went viral, but like kind of went viral on the internet for women's sports. And it was just like, I mean, it wasn't like I had been super polite and like super sweet in that moment. It was bold. It was aggressive. It was passionate. It was like, I think for a lot of people and for a lot of girls in sports, it opened their eyes to like, you don't have to be polite all the time. You can be a badass. You can be aggressive and you can show that you care. And those things are synonymous with being a female athlete. And you don't have to pick. You don't have to be like, oh, well, I'm a girl in a sport, so I have to be scary all the time. You don't. You can be polite. You can be reserved. You can be a lady, and you can still be a badass. And I think like the message that I would want to give to girls who maybe look up to me, maybe follow me a little bit is like, you can be all those things at once and they can come out in different moments. I mean, I'm not terrifying all the time. I'm actually pretty sensitive, and my teammates will tell you that. Like, I just like love soccer. And so ultimately, like, I think in these moments, like the love for the game just shows. And I think my message to like the little girls who are playing soccer would be like, don't be afraid to hide that love for your sport, because no one else is. The guys aren't hiding the love for their sport at all. And so I just hope that like girls going forward, like see that and are just like, damn, she loves to play. And you know what? So do I. And so I'm going to express that however I feel I should authentically. And so I would just want, little girls in sports to just be authentic, be themselves, and not be afraid to hold anything back, because holding back, it bleeds into other aspects of your life. So if you're holding back on who you are, I promise you are holding back in your sport. And the best way to be a female athlete is to just be yourself and let that light shine, because it will always be enough. And you're more capable than you know. And I mean, I tell that to my little sister. I tell that to my teammates. And it's just like, the potential is limitless if you just let it out. And so I think like that moment was just me like letting it out and saying, this is it. Like, this is who I am. This is who I want to be. And it doesn't have to come out all the time. I mean, it certainly didn't. Certainly didn't after that when we all got shut down. But I mean, I hope it doesn't have to again. I hope we win the next final 5-0 and I don't touch the ball. But when it has to come out, it has to come out. So I hope that everyone watching just, continues to be authentic and let that light for your sport and that love for your sport just shine through.